Just a quick live. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a live or not, and whatever. We'll do the live, and if we don't want to, then and we'll cut it short. Hope everyone's doing okay. Everyone is having fun. It's Wednesday, hump day. This weird light just it falls in here, and I don't know how I can block the. Let's see if I can. Nope, we don't want to. I don't know how I can block this light from coming in this way. Anyways, one of these windows it's troublesome. But hi, Deshaun. Hi, Delise. How are you? Hope everyone is doing okay. Drop me your scent of today. How's everyone doing? I'm glad to see the tsunami alerts that had gone up on for Hawaii after the earthquake. But seems like Bob Uno is safe, so that's good. That's very, very good. Hopefully everyone else, like as it kind of hits the other kind of shores and everyone else is safe. Scent of the day, Luciano Pavarotti. Very nice. Do love Pera in that Guerlain. So let's talk about, since we're getting in a scent of the Fahrenheit crime version, like EDT, EDP, or Parfum, which one? Is Parfum still being made, right? Like, I think so. I just bought my Parfum, and I was kind of like, I bought the Fahrenheit Parfum because I was like, oh my, I don't know if it's, Francis Kurkdjian is going to change the formulation or something like that, and just may as well get it before it happens. It was just a little bit of a FOMO. EDT, very nice. I haven't tried the current version of the EDT. I have a vintage Fahrenheit Absolute, and I think I have a Fahrenheit Parfum, and they're both very good. So, Aqua Allegoria line. God, there's so many of Aqua Allegorias. So this one came out in 2016, and the name means Pera Granita. Number one, I made a mistake. I was just like a spelling mistake. I put Pera with 2 R's, and I think that in Spanish means female dog. Pero would be a dog, but I don't know if they have a Pera. But anyways, I corrected it. It's only 1 R in the name. And Pera Granita means, apparently translates to pear sorbet. Pear is a different one for me. Like, it's a difficult note for me in general. And why am I wearing this? If you saw the thumbnail for the video, there was some massive damage done from Holter Fruit sale. And I can't tell you how massive it is because it is massive. And I'm embarrassed about it. And my sales representative very, very kindly sent me, let's see if I can pull up the image here, this whole set with Pera Granita. So you can't see the whole set, but with the whole set with the Pera Granita perfume and the little mini and the body cream with it. So, and that's the reason I have it. It's not like I went out and bought it with my money. It was just came in as a gift with my purchase. So, would I pick that? I've heard about it, and I know some people really, really like it. Do I like a pear in Pera Granita? I must say I like this pear, but I feel like pear makes a lot of fragrances a little bit too juvenile, too femme, or too bubbly personality for me. So this. I prefer it over like pear in other fragrances that I have tried, and I can't remember what I have tried. But before, every time there's a note of pear, I'm like, I don't know. I'm not a pear note fan in any means. But this is nice. This is kind of like a fruity floral. Again, it's a little bit shampoo-y to me, and it's made by Thierry Wasser. Came in 2016, and the notes are grapefruit, lemon, bergamot, pear, orange blossom, osmanthus, hedion, white musk, cedar, and moss. it's thankfully it's not an uber sweet pear, and it's kind of the sweetness has been cut down with all the hi from Ola, cut down by these this kind of notes, the citrusy notes in the top. So it's not, it's not as usual pear, but I'm not really a fan of that one. Let's see what I'm behind in chat. La Belle Helen MDCI is the best pear I tried. You know what? I need to get a sample set of. Keep saying that I need to get a sample set of stuff. I need to get a sample set of MDCI and try them all. I tried them at Exxon's, but to be honest, like they have so many in the range and of their fragrances. MDCI has lots of beautiful fragrances, and they have so many in the range that it wasn't possible to kind of really just by passing and spraying on a tester strip for a minute, like to kind of make any judgment on the fragrances. Plus, I think at the time that I was testing them, my nose was like really fatigued with the whole smelling everything else. So I don't know if I picked up anything. So I wonder if they have any kind of a sample set. Hey, adore pear juice. Yeah, yeah. It might, if I'm gonna eat pear, it has to be very very specific. Is that it can be uber mushy, so it can be like, if you poke it, you just make a dent in it. No, it feels soft, but it's not going to be uber mushy. I like it a little bit firm at the outer, like in the outer layer, and then, but ripe enough inside to eat. And I don't like when it gets really, really ripe. It's just ugh to me. So I can't do it. If there's a pear, it has to be specific, and it's not too ripe at all, and it's really, really firm. I can't eat that one either. So I have difficulty with raspberry note. Yeah, raspberry. To be honest, I feel like raspberry note in fragrances, much like saffron, doesn't smell like real raspberry. I mean, to be honest, real raspberry has barely any smell to me. I don't know what people are picking up in terms of raspberry note. The first time I heard about raspberry note, I was actually surprised, like when what people were describing as raspberry. I wonder if they're like meaning raspberry jam, really, like, rather than fruit. I don't smell that kind of. It is a general berry accord. I feel like raspberry. So I mean, you got to remember, like none of the fruits are really. You can't get the extract like of the fruits. Like, well, lemon is a fruit, but there's lemon oil, so that's different. And I think there's a grapefruit oil, or maybe that's also a accord. But fruits are usually accords made of several different things that smell like fruits, but it's not the same. I don't. In spritz. Spritz, is that a drink? I don't even know. Like, let me just look at. So, what do people say? So, from Aqua, I wonder how many Aqua Allegoria fragrances are out there. I know that they put out a lot and they discontinue a lot. And I think they did discontinue Herba Fresca last year or the year before, which is kind of a dommage, as you say in French, because Herba Fresca is a kind of really. I think this would fall in Herba Fresca. Would it fall in like a what category of fragrance? And let me just look at the like. Because I was looking at this kind of So this kind of it was a really beautiful one of these really freshies of the staple of the line. I don't know why it's not selling or whatnot. I really liked Herba Fresca. Not that like it's mind blowing by any means, but it is very very nice. And it seems like they discontinued that one. They do discontinue a lot of these lines, which is not something that I look forward to from this line. Let me see. I want to open up the Allegoria line. Generally, I think it was developed to kind of please the younger population and kind of be a Guerlain light, Guerlain light. But now they have these absolute Allegorias that used to be, what would they call it? Something d'Orient, Absolute des Orient, or something like that. Now they rebranded them under Absolute Allegoria, which is Ambre Summer, the Queer Intense, Épice Exquise, Oud Essentiel, Patchouli Ardente, Rosa Mira, Santal Royal, and Santal Royal Hair Mist. Oh, I didn't know there was Santal Royal Hair Mist. I tried Santal Royal, but that was really, really long time ago. So it wasn't really my thing because it's rose and oud, right? So, but I'm curious if I try now, with my mind change. Rosa Mira is one of the most beautiful roses in this kind of in this line. I really, really like it. If you can get your hands on it in like on a discounter, now some discounters have it, use it, and that's kind of magnetic. Patchouli and rose combo that I absolutely like, and it's Delphine gel, so she can do some nice things, but sometimes not a lot of nice things. Patchouli Ardente is my, I think from this line, Patchouli Ardente is my most favorite of the line. I hear I think I have an older formulation which is not in the kind of transparent bottle. It's not transparent, but you can see it through. It's still blue, but you can see through. The one that I have is opaque. This one this one has, again, is a rose patchouli combo with leather and musk, and it's absolutely beautiful. Like, this is my favorite from this line. It's like, this is basically how I fell in love with patchouli. It's really, really gorgeous. I have not tried Oud Essentiel or Épice Exquise. I think I tried Épice Exquise and it wasn't bad, but I can never find it in a good price range. So Queer Intense I haven't tried. Ambre Summer I sold because of overdose of so many amberwoods. So much amberwoods in there. And then there have like a bunch of other Aqua Allegorias. RN was really into finding out Aqua Allegorias for a while and just kept sending me links about them. So Angelique Lilas, I have never heard of it. Anicia Bella, these are probably discontinued. Bergamot Calabria is one of the also beautiful ones, and then it's very fresh and it's kind of really nice. It leans a little bit masculine in that line. That's why I sold it. Bouquet de Mai, I've never heard of it. Bouquet numero 1, I have numero 2, I haven't heard. Cherry Blossom, I'm not a fan of Guerlain Cherry Blossom. So it is really generic floral, and it's not my favorite. Coconut Fizz is the one that is very sought after. I have a 125 ml bottle of the Coconut Fizz, and it's very, very nice. It's like for summer. It's one of the very few coconut fragrances that I do wear and I like in summer. I find coconut makes a fragrance smell cheap. I'm not being snobby, but to me, it just makes a fragrance smell cheap. So I'm not really a fan of coconut, especially when they make it too sweet. But in Coconut Fizz, it's absolutely beautiful. Fig Iris, I haven't. Do I have Fig Iris? I may have Fig Iris. Have you tried Neroli? No, but I have tried the Neroli Vetiver Neroli Harvest, and I really liked it. What I didn't know that it was discontinued and was not available again. They are all, the Harvest line are limited edition. However, it's on its way to me. As soon as I found out, and I was like, oh, nope, I'm gonna get it. I regret not having got it in at the time that it was vastly available. I think that was 2023 that was available, right? Because I remember being in Paris and I went to a store and I may have tried it at this store. So I'm not 100% sure, but it is on its way to me. I prefer Vetiver Neroli Harvest is my preference between all of those, like the regular one and Forte and this one. That Harvest is the most beautiful one of them. Flora Cheriosa, I've never tried. Flora Nerolia, I've never tried. Flora Nymphia, never tried. Rosa, never tried. Flora Salvagia, that's a very nice one. And it's a surprise for me that I like it because it has a kind of strong aquatic notes in it. I'm not really aquatic notes. I left it at my tween years. After tween years, I haven't worn a lot of aquatic notes, but this one has aquatic notes: violet, melon, wildflower, solar notes, jasmine, orange blossom, violet, iris, and white musk. But violet and iris is quite strong in this one with the aquatic notes, which just kind of becomes a dewy iris and violet, which is very, very nice. Flora Salvagia, and it's available in really like in reasonable prices in discounters. Flora Bloom, I have tried, but it wasn't something that I was interested in. Foliflora, I don't know what that is. Aqua Allegoria Gentiana, I've never tried that one. Ginger Picante, it was very nice, and now I think they're new. What was this? They came with something, Rouge Bonheur. They came up with, I think they discontinued Ginger Picante, and they came with Rouge Bonheur in their exception, pièce exception, which is a big price difference because, yes, that one is like 145 ml, but I think it's like $800, and Ginger Picante obviously was not that expensive. Aqua Allegoria sounds so beautiful. Granada Salvia, I haven't tried that one. Grosselina, never tried that one. Fresca, we talked about. Jasminora, never tried. Lavande Velour, would be something that I'm actually looking for, Lavande Velour, but this is really old time discontinued. It's 1999. It's lavender, iris, and violet. Right up my alley. It's apparently Mathilde Laurent and Jean-Paul Guerlain's creation. Most likely I will never find this, but who knows? Maybe one day. Lemon Fresca, haven't tried that. Lilia Bella, I've never tried that. Limon Verde, that's very, very nice, very freshy. It's a beautiful one. Lis Soleil is very nice as well. If you haven't tried, it's a beautiful kind of fresh white floral. With Lily being the white floral one, but it also has kind of a little bit creamy notes of the vanilla and the tropical fruit, which is kind of really nice. Mandarin Basilic, it's really good for summer. Like a lot of these are really good for summer. Bye, Delise. Have a good day at work. Mentafolia, Neroli Bianca, never tried. Nataria de Sole, I don't think I have tried. Orange Magnificia, Orange Solea, Pampaloon. I think this is Pampaloon. I think this is also famous, and I think has grapefruit note in it, right? Because it's called Pampaloon. You better have. It sounds like very fresh. So a lot of this line is either fresh or fruity floral. Pera Granita, then Pivoine Magnificia, Rosa Blanca. What else I have tried from this line? Rosa Verde. This is a very nice one. I think this is new, right? I think this is 2025. Yeah, and I tried it at the Guerlain Spa. Rosa Verde is very, very nice green rose, and I like that kind of rose. Like I can't do jammy rose most of the time, but this is very nice. It has a note of cucumber in it, which is really interesting. Cucumber mint. I didn't smell cucumber. That was in the spa. Like everything smells like cucumber water. Rose, pear, violet, iris, and musk. Very beautiful. Tutti Kiwi. I think I've seen it for sale, but I have never tried that one. Winter Delice is another one if you were ever looking for anything from this line that is a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit more niche. Winter Delice is absolutely beautiful, and it smells like Christmas. That's all I can say. And the notes are fir, pine, resin, opopnax, sugar, and vanilla. Couldn't be any better. I have a bottle of this one, and it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Ylang Ylang Vanille, I have, and if you have Ylang Ylang Vanille, and if it ages enough, it's clear when you buy it, and I mean, it's not in production anymore, but it will cloud over time. So you would see an older bottle, like a fragrance a little bit cloudy. That's normal. The fragrance was released in 1999, by the way. Neroli Vetiver, obviously, and then there's the Forte line. So there's the Bosca Vanilla. This Bosca Vanilla, I was excited about, but then I tried it, and someone said it smells like if you spill if you're baking and spill a little bit of an egg or like that yolk, not yolk, the egg white, and it just dries and it crusts. That's how it smells. And she's right, Laya, like, God damn it, you put me on this. So yeah, that's how it smells, and it wasn't, and it has driftwood and stuff. That's just not my thing. Like, so I never got that one. Mandarin Basilic Forte is really nice. Uji Yuzu, never tried. Then there's the Harvest Collection. In the Harvest Collection, there's Mandarin Basilic, there's Nerolia, and Rosa Rosa. So that's all from all the Aqua Allegorias that exist. So from all of that, I'm only looking for Iris and Lavande, or Lavande and Iris. Is this, what was the name? I think that one, it is what I'm looking for. If you see one, let me know. Let me know which ones of the Aqua Allegoria line you like, what you think about the line as a whole. Have you tried anything? In the comments, if you're watching later, let me know. And with all of that, I may just head out. Just let me a second. I can see. Just want to see something before we leave. Wonder if they this line. I don't know if Fragrantica has all of them either. And then there's this. I briefly want to talk about Gion. So Gion it comes in a similar bottles, but it's in like a colored bottle. So this is its own collection of Gion. I think Gion is, what did this say Gion was? It's in the collection. It's just under regular Guerlain, but it looks in a similar one. So I think this is a Chinese exclusive, and it came in 2021, and the perfumer is Thierry Wasser. What does it say about it? It doesn't say anything. I think it is only Chinese exclusive, and you can buy in China, which makes it very difficult to get your hands on. Very appropriately so. It has well, it's kind of like, to me, it's a lot of herbally, almost tea-like, but the notes are bamboo, floral notes, and sandalwood only. However, it's a little, last time I tried it, it was, it came across a little bit bitter. So I may not keep that one, the bottle of Gion, but it's so hard to get, so I don't want to really get rid of it and then regret. This light is horrible. But so we, yeah, I may or may not keep that one. It's really hard to get. Actually, the way I got it, someone who randomly I know from the Guerlain group was going to Aix-en at the same time with me in 2024, and he ended up buying a couple for me, and then one for me, one for my friend, and I picked it up there from them. But anyhow, that's about it. Wanted to say, hope you all are having a good day. Please like the stream, subscribe if you haven't, leave me comments, and I shall see you later. Bye-bye.